is you take your diamonds, you put them in a mold, you fill that mold with powdered metal. Diamonds are already in there now. You put it in a high frequency furnace with a tube on top. You heat it. It melts the powdered metal. It includes the diamonds.
Right.
So now you got a tube this big, and on the tip of it is metal filled with diamonds.
Right.
So the first one's what they call surface set. That meant that the powder that was on the end of the tube was just powder, and on the face of it was diamonds. Okay. Now that's okay, but once you wear those diamonds out, the tube is no longer any good.
Right.
So he said, well, what happens if we get powdered metal and we mix diamonds right through the whole powder? So that as it cuts and wears away, new diamonds are constantly coming
Right.
up. It's called an impregnated bit.
So he invented that?
Yeah, he was the forerunner. Yeah, it was his. We did every nuclear reactor in the United States and at least 3 or 4 in Europe with those bits. Because they have the walls where they have the reactor, they're 10 to 15 foot thick walls. And they're there to protect everybody from the fucking radiation. The only way you can kick in these nuclear things is you introduce plutonium or some fucking thing on the end of a rod, and that activates the nuke,
right,
to start producing energy. So you're constantly sliding tubes in to activate the nuke so that you're getting power out of it. But you had to pass it through a 10-foot wall.
Yeah.
Nobody could drill a hole in the 10-foot wall. So my dad said I could do that. He used to leave, with a briefcase with 3 bits in it.
Yeah.
And he'd show up somewhere, and he'd drill a hole, and they'd say, make 1,000 of those. Yeah, no, that's the way it was. Yeah, we would send out truckloads of these bits. Yeah. Yeah, it was a trip. Let me check this one out. Hello. Hello. Yeah, I understand. So, yeah, it was an interesting thing. I ran a high frequency furnace. I did dressed in asbestos, wore asbestos, breathed asbestos, asbestos gloves, asbestos everything. That's still working?
Yeah, it says 3 minutes and 17 seconds, but it was before. Does it only have a time limit, or maybe it videos for like 10 minutes?
It might have one on, I don't know.